All right, guys, it's Bourbon Heritage Month, so we're going to get into some Elmer T Lee. Let's go. All right, so I know you're looking at me and you're like, hey, that bottle's empty. What are you doing? Well, I just bottled that down, 820 of 23, but I like to keep a little sample. I just keep a little sample of the more, I don't want to say rare or special or whatever bottles, but I like to keep a little sample. So I thought, Bourbon Heritage Month, might as well do a good bourbon, right? We'll get into that. All right, I'm gonna pour a little sample of this and then we'll talk. Because, and let me preface this by saying, I throw no shade. No shade on any of these distilleries that are doing their thing and making their product and, you know, whatever. It's fine. Do you, bro. Make your money, do your thing. So this is also a shout out to Germ from Freedom Malts because he's doing a 30 days of bourbon. I am obviously not going to do that because, for one, I can't do 30 videos in a row. I can barely get one video out a week, if that, you know what I mean? So I love you guys, but not that much. I do it at Christmas when I get my my advent calendar. I do it then. It's reels. Stupid. Super fun. Don't get me wrong. The advent calendars are awesome. I know we're getting closer and closer to that season, which is nice. Maybe we'll get not 100 degrees outside in the shed. So the issue I have, and let's get into the whiskey. Vanilla, caramel, you know, a little bit of cherry on the back end. Elmer T Lee was the former master distiller of Buffalo Trace a while back. Obviously a while back because he's passed away. And, you know, the issue with this bottle, how do I say it the right way without sounding snarky? The issue with this bottle, this is supposed to be a representation of what Elmer himself made, right? Obviously, he's passed away. He's no longer working with the distillery. I don't know exactly how long this bottle right here has been, you know, it doesn't tell you the distilling season or anything like that. Yeah, I'm looking, I'm sorry. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. But here's the deal. Like, it's okay. It's an okay whiskey. Let's get into it. The cherry is a little more prominent now that it's been sitting. Obviously, I've finished this bottle. It's gone. Okay, so would I buy it again? If I could buy it for retail. Yeah, 50 bucks, something like that. Maybe even 60, just to say that I had another one. But I will tell you this right now, and this might change upon drinking it. I found it to be meh, at best. Nothing spectacular. You know, the E.H. Taylor small batch, a lot better, man. The Buffalo Trace baseline, better. Blanton's, I feel like it's better. I know Blanton's is hard to get to. E.H. Taylor's hard to get to. All of Buffalo Trace is hard to get. Just get over that. So the cherry's really standing out now, which that's fine. It's a bourbon. It's just kind of subdued. It's like it needs something. It's there. I can taste it. I can taste a little bit of cherry. I can taste a little bit of vanilla, the creme brulee type. It's not super spicy. There's nothing there. The issue is it's 45% alcohol, 90 proof. Why? It's a single barrel. Supposedly, it's a single barrel, even though it does not denote the single barrel anywhere on here. Again, and you know, I'm all about transparency and stuff like that, but I don't know. I wanted it to be so good. I wanted it to be like this amazing bourbon, like that pinnacle unicorn bourbon that you can go out and get, and you're like, oh, that's amazing. I love it. But it was just meh. And I had multiple people try it. They were like, yeah, it's okay. Is it worth the hype? Absolutely not. And again, this is no disrespect to the people that are producing it. because I know you can produce good whiskey. I know you can. And this is a good whiskey. It's just not worth the hype, if that makes sense. So, I don't want to say in conclusion, because we don't have to be done with it. And I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I have another sample of it. But it's really not a lot there. And that to me is a big deal. Like, if you're going to have the price tag that you put on this on secondary market, if you can find it at retail, maybe pick it up just to say you had a bottle of it. But like, it's, and maybe it's just me. If you really enjoy Elmer T Lee, please tell me in the comments. Don't give me no hate. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm really not. I'm trying to tell you guys, maybe these are some bottles you don't really have to chase. Not to say that there's distilleries out there to making limited edition bottles that are not amazing. Parker's Heritage, all this stuff. They're doing some amazing things. But this one to me, and of course my profile might be different than anybody else's out there. This one to me is okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing there. It's basic bourbon. I mean, you could get this with a $20 bottle just as much as this. And I'm not going to downplay the work that Elmer did at the distillery or anything like that. This is no dig to him at all. I feel like this bottle does not do him homage like it should. Period. Higher proof even. Even if they got this same exact bottle and just released it at a higher proof. Not even cast strength. Give me 105. Let me see a little heat on it. You know what I mean? Let me see it with a little heat. Because you add a little water to this, it's going to disappear. It's not going to be anything. And for what people are paying for this on secondary market, which I'm an avid guy of like, don't buy anything on secondary market because it's going to be way overpriced and you're not going to be able to get what you're really paying for. If you can get it at MSRP or maybe a little bit above or below, perfect. And I don't chase bottles. I try not to. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you want to chase a bottle, go chase it. If that's your pinnacle unicorn bottle, go get it. And I'm not dissing the bottle at all. Obviously, I drank it. I drank it. It's good. It's not great. I wanted it to be great. I had such high hopes for it, and I was actually gifted this bottle. And the fact that it was given to me, and that's the only reason I have as much respect as I do for it, is because it was a gift to me. And the dude who gave it to me, super cool guy. He gave it to me at an event, and he was like, "Hey, you've never had this? I'm gonna give you the whole bottle." And I'm like, "What? I just wanted a sample. That's all I wanted was a sample." He gave me the whole bottle. That's generosity in the whiskey community, and that's what we need to have. So, man, okay, it's good. It's good whiskey. It's not great. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm ready for the hate mail if it's there. I hope it's not. But, obviously every whiskey isn't for everybody, and I understand that. But this one, like I said, I had such high hopes for it that it kind of fell flat on its face. You know what I mean? And it didn't really give me what I wanted out of it. So, I say all that to say this. If you're looking for a bottle and you can find it at retail, please pick it up. It's good enough to pick up at retail. Anything over retail, if it's your unicorn, like I feel like it was my unicorn there for a minute, I would have paid $100 for that bottle. Easily. Yeah, I would have. But now, no. No. I wouldn't. I mean, the cherry's nice. The cherry's a nice note on there. I'm not going to lie. It's a nice note, but it's not what I wanted. Now, maybe I have higher expectations than they do. I don't know. It's not great. It's not great. And could it be this particular bottle? Could it be that it is a single barrel and that one single barrel was a little off? It could be. I don't know. But I think personally, I haven't had another bottling. I was able to try a sample somewhere else, and I was underwhelmed by it. So, in saying all that, this is no hate to Elmer T Lee. This is no hate to the distillery. This is no hate to anybody. This is my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. Good, not great. All right, until next time, keep your spirits up.